Alright, what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back in here on PlayStation Source, and we got some things to talk about involving my weekend with the PS5 new beta software update. Now, this is version 2.0. I guess now they're going to, regular numbers, because before we had a software update that was some crazy long thing I'll put here on the screen. I don't even know what it was, but it was a lot of numbers and letters and different symbols and stuff. I don't even know. But now we just have 2.0. This is in beta. If you guys missed my video last week where I went over every single bit of change that happened on the PS5 software update with this update 2.0, you can check out that video. And just definitely for the record here, this is still in beta right now, and it is not for public consumption right now yet. This is just for the beta program. So if you want to do that, you can go to that video and sign up in the link down below in the description of that video if you want to become a member of the beta program, whole thing and everything. But definitely keep in mind, I was a little bit scared. I'm always scared to download beta software into my main device or my main console, right? I'm always kind of scared to do it. But I figured, what? There's a lot of people out there that have been doing it, and they seem to be okay. So maybe I'll be okay. Knock on wood, fingers crossed that we're all good with this beta software. But going into my top 5 changes that they did here. So this is not going to be every single change. That was the other video. This one's going to be my top 5 that I really want to highlight, because I think that these are super good changes that are going to lead to a lot of great things in the future for PS5. Starting off here, the easy one, and probably honestly the biggest change to the PS5 ecosystem, is the ability to now buy an SSD for you to expand into your PS5. So this is a great addition. A lot of people were really clamoring for that SSD expansion. They said sometime in summer 2021. Now we got it. It's all good. You can get an M.2 drive. Make sure it's Gen 4. There's a lot of different things that you have to know about your SSD to be able to get the right one, although they are readily available with multiple different manufacturers and everything. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But check out our Saves a Lot podcast, where we went over all that is to know about the SSD deal with the PS5 and how to actually pick out the right one, heat sinks, whatever you need, all the good stuff. It's in that podcast. Yeah, I think it's a great addition. I haven't pulled the trigger on an SSD yet. I'm not really ready to buy one yet, because I just don't feel the need to have more space right now, but I know in the future I will. So eventually I'll get an SSD, but if you're on right now, you can get it with the PS5's 2.0 software update. But going on here to the next one here, this one is where I'm gonna grab the controller and kind of follow along with you guys as I talk about this. Okay, so they have added a new kind of start montage to the control center. So what this does is that when you first open the control center, when you install this update, it'll give you a nice little brief walkthrough on different aspects of the control center, things to know about it, things that you can do, things that you can utilize in the control center, and ways that you can really manipulate and interface with your PS5 via that control center. I think it's a great addition. I think that little entry card is gonna inform a lot of people that were not aware of the control center, including the cards and how to really utilize the bottom taskbar as well. And speaking of the bottom taskbar, we can now customize it a lot better than we used to. Before, there were things that weren't on the control center that we can put on there, but now we can take off anything we want, we can put on anything we want, we can move them, especially as well with the D-pad, which I think is super nice, because now I have it where when I hit the PlayStation home button, and it'll go straight to the power thing, where I can just click twice and enter rest mode. It's that easy. I love that it's like that now, and I can fully customize and change the bottom taskbar however I want to. So definitely we love to see that. 10 out of 10 stuff there. And also a little side thing as well. To mention, you can now manually update your DualSense. Before, you had to wait until the PS5 initially turns on, and then it'll do an update thing with your controller, part of the boot up phase of your PS5. But now you're going to be able to go into settings and manually update it if you opted to not do it when you first turn on your PS5 or whatever. So that's a little quality life change there, but still good in my book, and definitely worth bringing up overall. Now, next up here, one of the big things that I hated about the PS5, if I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, is the way that they did trophies. It was horizontal, it was a mess. It definitely gave you very it just wasn't that helpful, because it didn't give you a lot of information at one time. You have to click X into multiple different sub menus, and you have to go into different menus to be able to find what you need to find about this trophy. But now it is horizontal, just like on PS4. It looks great, it looks fantastic. fantastic. I can go through all my FF7 remake trophies and figure out ones that I have not gotten yet to get the platinum, you know what I'm saying? It's a great thing. This is, you know, a huge thing that a lot of people were definitely clamoring about, and something that I honestly thought that they weren't gonna fix it. Honestly, I thought they were gonna fix it, but look at this. They listened to the community and everything, and they definitely did right by those trophy hunters in the PlayStation community. So shout out to that. We love the way that the trophies are laid out now. Going on here to number 4, this is another big one. This is another big thing that, you know, was a very big deal in the PS5 ecospace. That is, of course, the way they dictate PS4 and PS5 versions of games. And so before, it was in this like triple dot section in the game thing where you would select version, and then it was like a little tiny list of like PS4 full or PS5 full game, etc., and that's how you would change it on the fly. And it was not great. It was seamless, like I get what they were going for, it just wasn't the best way. But now it is very clear, like, okay, do you want to download the PS4 version because now they have a black PS4 emblem on there, or do you want the white logo with the PS5? They finally did that. It's very easy to see if you're going to download the PS4 version or the PS5 version. And then it even extends, of course, to the home menu, where when you have a PS4 and PS5 game installed, they will show up separately now as 2 different icons in the menu. This is crucial. This is going to cause a lot of people to not be so confused anymore about the PS5 in terms of what game version you're playing, because even experienced people that are in this space, that are in this content creation space on Twitter and everything, they were even having problems, you know, discerning which version of the game they were running. And so now it's going to be a lot easy. There's no more hullabaloo now. We're all good on that front. You love to see those changes. And lastly here, guys, one of the biggest changes is actually involving PlayStation Now. Yes, I'm gonna do a separate video about this that goes into a lot greater in depth and really does give some better comparisons overall. I just wanted to mention this here because I've been messing around with it the past few nights, and it is awesome. It is so awesome, man. So what we can do now is, if you go into a PS Now game, right, and you go into the control center, you can go over to the game tab and you can actually change the resolution now from 720p to 1080p streaming. Yes, you heard that right, people. Yes, this entire time on PS Now, we've been able to only stream at 720p irregardless of your internet connection and your internet speeds. So now if you have the internet to do it, you'll be able to stream in 1080p, and the games look so much better. Now, listen, I'm a paid subscriber of PS Now, okay? I trugged through Red Dead Redemption 1 streaming on PS Now at 720p. I played a lot of the Ratchet games during our stream series on PlayStation Now. I've done a lot of PlayStation Now playthroughs overall, and I've spent a lot of time as a paying customer, by the way. So I hope my opinion means something here, right, guys? Like, I've spent a lot of time with PS Now, okay? And this is a fantastic upgrade. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that the PS Now service is great now, it's fantastic. There are problems with it that they definitely still need to address overall in terms of downloading PS3, PS2, PS1 games and all that great stuff. But having the ability to at least stream at a resolution that I would consider the base of the standard, like 1080p is the base standard now, like anything else is, come on now, like, come on. So now that we have 1080p streaming, I think that's a great grab, and it really shows that they are paying attention to the service. Aside from adding better games to the service every month, now they are really focusing on how the service runs and the quality of the service, which is always great to see. So them adding 1080p streaming is huge. Again, I'm gonna do a better in-depth video in the future about it, but just for right now, just wanted to just say it here, they added 1080p streaming, and it's fantastic. I love it. So those have been my top 5 changes for PS5, but down below, guys, let me know your thoughts. Is there something that's missing here? Do you want to see something come to the PS5 in terms of a software update? What do you hate about this update? Are you going to grab it in the beta program? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and make sure also, while you are down there, hit up that description. You can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, and the Anchor link. That way you can listen to our long-form content and podcasts. Remember, those of course being Save Slot Podcast. Once again, before the latest installment of Save Slot Podcast is all about the PS5 SSD. Definitely go check that out. And yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it, as well stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.